Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, it's time to bring you the pre-order guide for Astral Radiance. Astral Radiance is coming out officially on May the 27th, which is somewhere in the region of about 6 weeks from now. But a lot of online stores I've been seeing have been putting up pre-orders lately. It is starting to get into pre-order season. So, like I've done for every set for a while now, it's time to bring you guys a nice comprehensive pre-order guide. Although, a couple of usual caveats, I cannot tell you where to pre-order from, because honestly, I don't know. Because I've looked at my stats, you guys are all over the place, in many different countries and many different parts of the countries in which you're in, so all I can tell you is, where you usually go is the best place to go. I cannot tell you where to pre-order, I'm very sorry about that, but what I can do is tell you about how good the set looks, and the things you should be pre-ordering. And the set looks good. This is a set I am extremely excited about. It is, of course, a set which is bringing in Pokemon Legends Arceus into the game properly. We're going to have supporter cards of Adamant and Arita, for instance. We're going to have V-Stars of the origin forms of Dialga and Palkia, and a whole bunch of other Hisuian Pokemon and things of that nature. Characters, it's looking good. So if you're a fan of that game like I am, wonderful news, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful, wonderful news. However, there is a lot more to look forward to other than that. So we know that the Trainer Gallery subset is coming back. We know there's a 30-card Trainer Gallery subset, which is going to be featuring character rares, character super rares, etc. And although we don't know, I think we can say, you know, like the Garchomp and the Starmie, both of which are stunning, should be in there, because Garchomp and Starmie are going to be in the main set, and we would imagine that the Trainer Gallery, where it has to, is going to overlap with the main set, i.e. because Garchomp and Starmie are in the main set, they're going to be in a Trainer Gallery subset. Similarly, expect to see the character rares of Pokemon like Weirdeer and Cleaver in the set, because, well, the main ones are going to be in the set, so expect them to be in a Trainer Gallery. Although, we should also expect some older cards, but there's a whole bunch, I'm missing like 70 cards. I am not going to try and predict in this video what they're actually going to look like, for pretty obvious reasons. And it's bringing in the debut of Radiant Pokemon, and there are 3 of them. They are Greninja, Hawlucha, and Heatran, and these are a brand new type of card. They're really cool, and they look absolutely stunning in person. These are cards where the scan on the screen does not do it justice. Oh yeah, and also for some reason I don't particularly understand, they're kind of half-heartedly bringing VMAXs back. Heatran and Machamp are getting VMAXs in this set, and I really don't understand why, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, and as well as getting the character rares and character super rares in the Trainer Gallery subset, we've also got your regular chase cards, so we've got some absolutely stunning alternate art cards. For me, it's Hisuian Sneasler all day long. I don't think I've made any real secret about that. I am a huge fan of that Hisuian Sneasler. But then, by the same token, there are some other stunning ones. The Machamp is one a lot of people like, and I've got to give a shout out to that Palkia drawn by Kato, which is looking absolutely stunning. What this basically all amounts to is, this is a real, as far as I'm concerned at least, a real top tier set, with an awful lot of good stuff going on, and we should even have 3 stadiums by Kato in gold form, which is, you know, just even above what I think I could realistically have dreamt of. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is an absolutely wonderful set with a lot of good stuff going on. So where do we start? Well, we start off with the pre-releases, which are going to be happening on the 13th of May, or that weekend. That's the weekend where they start. Now, this is where you go and you get your build and battle box, and you get yourself, 4 packs, and a bunch of cards with which to make a deck, and 1 of 4 pre-release promos. Yeah. These look cool, and one of them I should mention is a Kato promo. This is the Hisuian Samurott. So basically, I am going to be all over these. These are the ones that I basically just cannot wait to get my hands on. They look absolutely stunning. At least the Hisuian Samurott. We do also have your Hisuian Basculegion, your Weirdeer, and your Magnezone. They are the 4 available. But I don't think you need to rush and buy these like you have in previous sets, because we know that the Build and Battle Stadium is coming out, and that is available in more territories than it used to be, and that is going to have 2 Build and Battle boxes in it. And the Pokemon Center, which remember is now available in the UK as well as in North America, that actually does stock the Build and Battle boxes, and for instance the Brilliant Stars Build and Battle boxes are just, as I record this, they're just sitting there in stock. So whereas before you needed to rush to the pre-release to try and get these pre-release promos, etc., that is not the case anymore, which is kind of lovely. Do remember that these Build and Battle boxes will only be available at your local game store for pre-releases, and then later on, you'll be able to pick up your Build and Battle Stadiums, you'll be able to get your boxes from the Pokemon Center, etc. Initially, on pre-release weekend of May the 13th and May the 20th, they are only going to be at your local game store. You have been warned. So moving over to the release proper, which is coming, like I say, on the 27th of May, what we see here is the usual thing. We have got booster boxes and booster packs. Now, Japanese booster boxes, to some degree, the sets vary a little bit, but you do have guaranteed pulls. You know what you're going to get from a booster box with a tiny bit of variance here and there. That is not the case in English and other European languages. We don't know is the honest answer. The pulls, I've seen some phenomenal booster boxes in the past, and I've seen some terrible ones. If you want to get a lot of cards quickly, this is the best place to do so. Remember, the RRP is 143.64. That is the RRP, but a lot of places will end up selling this a little bit cheaper. There are usually deals available on these if you're interested. For me, it is always the free pack blisters I get pretty excited about, but if you've been watching my videos on this channel, you'll know Brilliant Stars really let me down. Brilliant Stars was not nice to me. I opened a bunch of free pack blisters and they were hot garbage. So that makes me a little bit reticent here, but we do have new free pack blisters and they feature Sylveon and Eevee, and they are exclusive Black Star promos that can only be got in these products. The Eevee is an alternate art of one we've seen as a promo before. They're essentially reusing the promo with different artwork. The Sylveon is a completely brand new, mechanically unique card. It's not a good card, but it is the only place you can find this particular Sylveon. So these are new Black Star promos that can only be found here. And I used to go on and on about how great the pulls are, but I think I need to step that back because Brilliant Stars hated me. Now, we also have one-pack blisters that again have exclusive promo cards, and what we've got here is an alternate art of the Toxel that came around in Fusion Strike, and a brand new Oricorio. And if you've not heard me say it before, this is the Korokoro Oricorio, which makes me so happy to say. It was a promo on Korokoro magazine over in Japan. And kind of like we saw a moment ago, the Toxel is an alternate art of an existing card, brand new artwork, numbered Black Star promo. If you're collecting the promos, etc., you want it in your collection. The Oricorio is a brand new, never before seen, mechanically unique card. It's not particularly good, but that's not really the point here. The point is that it's a new card that can only be gotten here, and that's kind of important. Now, it is also important to note, these are the kind of products you will not find in your local game store. You just generally won't. I'm not saying none of them will, but generally speaking, these are in bigger online stores and in supermarkets. I went to the supermarket today and I actually found they had some of these from Brilliant Stars and Fusion Strike in stock, which was lovely. These can be a bit of a pain to find early. They're generally not sent out to your local game store. So these ones, supermarkets, bigger stores, and often I don't usually see these in the wild, at least for a few weeks after release, but they are generally, you can find them somewhere online. The one-pack blisters you can find everywhere on release are what we call the check lane blisters, and I don't recommend these. Not a little bit, not a tiny bit, not even at all. I do not recommend these. What you get is one pack and an evolution line, either Swampert or Feraligatr. Thing is, these are the Swampert and Feraligatr that we've had before. These aren't new cards. And so, as soon as you open these, you've got just an ordinary booster pack and 3 ordinary cards, which you could have picked singles up of for next to nothing. So what I'm telling you is, don't rush to buy these. If you really want the Feraligatr and Swampert line, buy them. If you want to keep these sealed in your collection, buy them. Otherwise, generally speaking, there are better ways to spend your money on Pokemon cards. These don't have alternate artwork, they're not promos, they're not numbered differently, they have no stamp on, they don't even have a different holo pattern. They are just the ordinary cards from the set, and for that reason, I cannot recommend these at all. Now, in terms of Elite Trainer boxes, we have two. We have the regular Elite Trainer box, and we have the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box. And for what it's worth, and I'm not the only person that said this, the Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box, in terms of just the pure design of it, is the best looking Elite Trainer box we've had. Come at me in the comment section if you disagree, but I feel pretty strongly about that. Now, the Elite Trainer box, the normal one, is going to be found everywhere. The Pokemon Center exclusive, as the name might suggest, will only be found at the Pokemon Center online, either in the US, Canada, and the UK. If you're not in any of those three territories, I'm sorry, you're probably not going to be able to get hold of this easily, and for that I apologize. The difference is the Pokemon Center exclusive one has a different design on the front. It then has 2 extra booster packs, different sleeves, the flipping die has been replaced by a Darkrai coin, the dice have been upgraded to fancier dice, and that's it. And that's essentially what you're paying the extra $10 for. Do you want 2 extra packs, different sleeves, different dice, and a coin rather than a flipping die? If the answer is yes, this is brilliant. If not, don't go for it. And it really is that simple. I've never been a huge fan of the Pokemon Center exclusive ones, but I know some people are, and certainly for sealed collections, these are really rather cool. And those are essentially your choices in terms of what to buy. You've got your booster boxes, which are, hey, I want a lot of cards quickly. You've got your Elite Trainer boxes, which are pretty good value and comes with all the extra stuff like sleeves and dice. And then you've got your 3-pack and your 1-pack blisters, which are, you're paying like $1 more than you would for the packs normally, but you get the cool promos, and in the past, I've had good luck with these. Yeah, I'm starting to change my mind on that one, though. Now, before we finish, I do need to mention the portfolios, the official binders this time round. They are trash. They are rubbish. I really dislike them. They look like placeholder images, but they don't have sample written on them, and they haven't been changed. Now, if we go back and look at, for instance, Brilliant Stars, what you'll notice is that you've got the 4-pocket binder and the 9-pocket binder. And between them, they have the booster pack artwork of all 4 booster packs on them. They are beautiful portfolios. Although I'm not a fan of them, generally I don't tend to buy them. They look incredible, the art is phenomenal, and I know a lot of people really like them. For this set, we've got the exact same design on the 4-pocket and the 9-pocket, and it's just the stock Ken Sugimori artwork of the first partner Pokemon from Legends Arceus on a generic background. That's it. I don't understand this. I don't understand why they've gone away from doing booster packs. And don't hit me with the there's 5 booster pack artworks rather than 4, because there was for Chilling Reign and there were no issues there. So that's not the issue. I don't know what's happened here, and I really hope I'm wrong about this. I really hope I come back to you in a video in a couple of weeks and go, oh, it turned out that was a placeholder image. And look how great they look. But as it stands at the moment, we've never had a placeholder image this late. It doesn't say it's a placeholder image, and it is really, really starting to look like these are the actual binders, and they are not good. Also, there's a 1-pocket portfolio where you get a booster pack and you get the 1-pack things. But again, you've just got the stock artwork of Dialga and Palkia from Ken Sugimori on a generic background. And this is actually even worse, because there are new forms of those Pokemon that are really specific to Legends Arceus, and they're not featured on the binder. It's silly. Yes, I know the regular versions do feature in the game, but come on. That's not the point. They could have gone for the origin forms, and at least that would be different. And if we compare that to the Brilliant Stars mini portfolio, oh look, it's the Arceus artwork. You cannot put these side by side and tell me that the one from Astral Radiance is better. I refuse to believe it. So I don't know what's going on with these portfolios, but these are a definite skip for me. This is a buyer's guide at the end of the day, so I am here to tell you what's good, what's worth it, and what's not. These binders are not worth it. These portfolios are not worth it. If you really want them, buy any of the ones from any of the previous sets going back over a decade, because they've been doing them this way for over a decade, and they're all really good looking, and they look great. These don't. Don't buy these. Buy the previous years. Any previous years. Any previous set. So much better. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you need to know. That is what's coming out for Astral Radiance. I think the set itself looks amazing. There are so many amazing cards. I am hyped for this set more than any I've been hyped for a while, put it that way. I think it looks amazing, and now you know what's coming and what your decision is. So now it's over to you guys. Tell me how you feel about Astral Radiance. Do you think it's an amazing set, or do you think it's overrated? And of course, tell me which of these products are going to be the buy for you. Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.